Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Marie Hancock, your favorite realtor. And today we are going to be telling something that you all have requested for quite some time in certain groups that I manage. The question of the day is, should I sell grandma's house? Right? And how fitting, because I just lost my grandma at the beginning of the month. August 1st is the day. So I wanted to come back here as promised and share with you what is some consideration when you have to face that question, essentially, right? As I am and the whole family is at this point. So, three considerations that I would like you to walk away with. Number one, financial consideration, right? All of us having to deal with a rising cost of living could potentially not, if the house is not paid off, not be able to take on that additional mortgage because grandma just passed away and we want to keep her home in the family, right? So definitely gather the family, have that conversation. Do we have to make a lot of repairs? Usually, with aging, people are not able to make as much maintenance to their home, right? So now you have delay maintenance that would have to be done. There's HVAC, there's landscaping, all of that you're facing. So evaluate, is the cost of maintaining or renovating this property going to outweigh keeping that jewel in the family? Because why? Grandma probably purchased her home or land in 1900s where homes were like $50,000 or $10,000, and now we're all sitting at $500,000 plus, right? So financial consideration definitely to keep in mind: renovation cost, maintenance, delayed maintenance expenses, etc. Number two, and this is where I really don't think as a family would do that often when we are faced with this challenge, is emotional consideration. Are you weighing everybody's emotion in your decision? It may sound overwhelming because you have 100 grandchildren that would speak, 9 children that would speak, etc., and they're all scattered around the world. If it comes to people like my family, where some of us are in Europe, some of us are in America, some of us are in Africa and Australia, and now you're like, how are we going to weigh all these considerations? Some people may not care, right? But for me personally, I would love to be going home one day and that home is still there, because that home once gathered 50 of us, right? Parents, aunties, uncles, and my cousins. So I would love to see that kept. But is that a conversation that we're having as a family? I would invite you to have that conversation with your families. Weigh the emotion, express it, cry if you have to, but let everybody express themselves and deal with that at that time. So there is no fighting over inheritance. I mean, people kill each other in certain part of the world over inheritance, and God forbid that would be us if we're not having that conversation, right? And the third consideration is potential or alternative uses for the property, right? When we're looking at real estate assets in general, you have to think about, could this property potentially be a rental property? Yes, it's grandma's house. Yes, we're emotionally attached to it and we like to leave it empty. But one thing that I've found from experience is homes don't do very well when they're left alone. They just decay. And that's not what we want. So can we put this property for rent for a family that would appreciate it, treasure it in the meantime, right? Can we transform this property into a vacation rental? You know, my mother-in-law, she lives on an island on a golf course. Is that a property that could be a vacation rental for somebody? Absolutely. We've had a lot of vacation memories in her home. It's something, if she was no longer here, what would happen of that property? So think about potentially using it for vacation rental or rental period. So that would also help you with the cost of maintaining that home, right? And not only does he help deal with the immediate need for financially being able to maintain the home, but also down the line. Is this home in Harlem, New York, right? Harlem now is one of these places where $1 million would not even let you have a piece of a door, right? So if your grandmother home is in Harlem, New York, can it be transformed into something that would, offset not only the cost, but now you have over $1 million in asset that remains in the family, right? So with all that being said, bottom line though, and one thing that we do not want to address as human being is, can we have the hard conversation about grandma's house while grandma is still here with us? While we're still not going through emotional turmoil because we just lost someone that has history, that has provided love, memories, and so much. It's like a history, a page, an entire page of human history gone, right? And it's a collective history of so many different people. So can we, the financial advisor and financial professional in me, set aside real estate, wants to have that conversation about proper estate planning before somebody pass. So now we're not faced with the difficulty of where's the money going to come from, because there are too many products and protection like life insurance, that you could utilize to protect that asset before anything ever happened to your loved one. So you're just going to have to leave me your comment if you enjoyed this video, share, like, whatever, just react so I know that this brought you some value and we can dive in a little bit deeper on this topic of should I sell grandma's house from an estate planning perspective on the next video. Thank you for watching.